Hey, everybody! It's a show. God. I gotta get better at this. Hey, everybody! Welcome to another episode of Jeff Has Cool Friends. My name is Jeff May, and you are never gonna believe this, but I have a cool friend to talk to today. How exciting is that? I am here with, and I'm going. There's such a weird multi-hyphenate that I'm going to have to explain. That you are an influencer. He is a theme park influencer. He is a videographer. He is a candle maker, and he is an amateur pinball boy. And he is a New England boy that has worked at one of our previous guests' previous companies. How exciting is that? Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Klokow.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, buddy. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack out of that introduction.
There
here.
is a lot. A lot going on.
There is. There's so much. First off, we've met very recently.
Yeah.
I'd say fast friends.
Yeah.
You know, we're not we're not sleeping over each other's houses
not
or
yet.
anything.
That's
It's
next
coming.
Week. That's next
but
week.
we met like a month and a half, 2 months ago at our pinball league.
Yeah, it just like kind of flew in there.
Yeah, we and it really came down to before I actually met you, I met your partner.
Yeah.
And we were talking, and she was explaining her very cool job working in theme parks.
Yeah, it's wild.
And then she was talking about you, and I was like, well, what's he do? And she goes, he's an influencer. And I was like, cool. And she's like, no, you don't have to say. And she was like, he knows.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I don't. And she's like, he goes to theme parks. And I was like, oh, is that how you met? And she goes, no. And to which I said, that seems suspicious, right? And she's like, all of my friends thought the same thing, but it isn't. Yeah, it's just like this weird coincidence.
Yeah, it is.
You're like, it sure is. As
you're
you're shaking your head
like,
now.
yes.
So you're from New England originally, right?
Well, I'm from Wisconsin originally.
Oh, that's right.
But then I moved to New England because, I don't know.
Yeah, why?
I don't. Oh, not theme parks, but haunted houses.
So you moved to New England for the concept of haunted houses.
So in Wisconsin, when I was a young lad of 15, don't you know? That's where I started doing haunted houses, building them, acting in them. And then I got a job at a bigger haunted house, like a nationwide one. And they offered me a job to teach people how to scare at Spooky World. Or it was called Nightmare New England at the time. Then Spooky World took it over. But they said...
Because Spooky World was already a thing, and it has sort of shifted. Sort of shifted in because, as from former guest David Bertolino, who literally lives right around the corner here.
Oh, well, go say hi.
We should, right? But yeah, so then Spooky World moved up towards like the New Hampshire area, northern New England.
Yeah, so they said, come teach our actors how to act, because I was like kind of good at that kind of stuff. And I was supposed to be there for the week.
So spooky.
Oh, spooky. And I was supposed to be there for 3 days, but I ended up being there for like a whole month. So they're just like, I was working at one of those jobs where it's like the sell it on eBay stuff. This was like when I was 19.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like from the 40-year-old virgin.
Yeah.
And
brilliant model, because I think about using one of those places all the time. So I'm too dumb and lazy to figure that out.
I learned so much about so many random things just researching on there.
I would think so.
Yeah,
right?
and then so many people have this like weird, what do you call it? Like sense of value, this over sense of value, where they'll bring in their like, here's a letter from my grandma. How much could I get for it? And you're like, nothing. Yeah. No one wants that.
Yeah.
So anyways, I told my boss, I was like, I'm going to go up here for a while. He's like, that's fine. I don't care.
And he's like, I don't give a shit.
And so then they're like, you want a job out here? And that's how I moved to New England.
I mean, Wisconsin and New England are very similar as far as climate.
Yes.
As far as the personality.
Oh.
I could not think of two more diametrically different places.
It was definitely like a punch to the face when it came to like a reality shock, like culture shock. Like the cold bitterness of the Bostonian versus the warm welcoming, we don't lock our doors of Wisconsin is two different things.
There's something eerily, I tell this to people a lot, but there is something refreshing about the pure honesty of New England. You're not going to get a lie unless somebody's really trying to protect your feelings.
Yeah.
Because there's no other reason to lie. If somebody's like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
And you're just like, why? You're like, I don't know. I don't like you. Why are we making a big deal of it? That must have been really jarring though.
It was, because like you would walk around and people would just like say, F you, like
you go, F yourself.
Yeah, go yourself, kid. You know, like go pound sand.
I have two, like I'm very Massachusetts and also very like I'm the opposite of it. So like I have very heads and tails where like I have that sort of not fear of confrontation.
Yeah.
Where like if somebody challenges somebody, a lot of people, especially out here, they're just like, just turn around.
You're like, no.
But like there are times where like people will be like yelling at me, you know, like road raging for no reason. I'll be like, I'll look at Val and I'll be like, can I beat the shit out of this guy? And she's like, no. Like, and I'm like, but wouldn't it be funny if I got out of the car and then this is what happened?
Yeah.
Like, that would be really funny, right?
Yeah,
She's like, you're going to get shot.
Like,
But so like, I have that aspect, that New Englandy, like, I won't back down from that confrontation, like whatever. But I also like, I'm the person that's walking around on the street smiling.
Yeah.
I can't help but be friendly.
Yeah.
And I think it might be because I have resting bastard face.
Yeah.
Where like, if I'm standing normally, I look like a real piece of shit.
Like,
so
don't
if I'm walking by people, I smile and I'm like, how you doing? Like
just normal crazy homeless
we
person.
Dance for
by.
it. Yeah. Like I try to do that, but I understand both aspects of that. That Midwestern friendliness is sometimes very jarring for some people.
Oh yeah. But I think it worked out well because I got the best of both worlds. So I can just kind of combine it, and then you can turn that Midwestern on, or you can turn that Bostonian on.
You could
real quick.
You could do well as a Midwesterner in New England, just because like a lot of people would be like, "This is the only friendly person I've ever met out here."
And the work ethic too. Like there's something about the Midwest work ethic that just like people get the done.
Oh yeah, nose down.
Yeah. Just do it, guy.
Yeah, I think I would say that New England respects that, because there is that too, and there's a lot of like, people, we talk about that a lot with like Dunkin' Donuts, and people are like, why do you guys like Dunkin' Donuts so much? I'm like, because it is fuel. To work the docks in February.
That's all it is.
It's not supposed to taste good. No, this is poison.
And it's $1.50.
Yeah, this is poison we're putting into our body. Like
we know.
Yeah, and whereas it's a much more like another, like Starbucks. That's a flavor based spot. Whereas Dunkin' Donuts is like, go yourself. This is oil to get the engine moving.
Yeah, they just throw it at you.
Yeah, get the out of here.
No one gives a
extra, go extra hell.
That's another crazy thing too. The extra. Now you say that out here, and everyone's like, what the is that?
Do you remember, how long have you been out here in California?
6 years.
So like right around when you moved out here, Dunkin' Donuts came out here too.
Yeah.
And I always felt really bad for the poor LA kids that were working at Dunkin' Donuts that had to listen to all these New England dirtbags that came out here tell all these people where they're from. Me, I'm from Farmington, Maine, kid. I came out here, I'm from Portsmouth, or whatever. And they're like, I don't care. What do you want? Yeah, I want a medium iced extra. And they're like, extra. What do you mean?
Extra.
And of course, we know that means extra cream, extra sugar.
Yeah.
Give me 2 vanilla pumps, extra, with a half ice, half cream.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what are you making?
You like, they feel like Smalls. How can I have some more if I haven't had any yet?
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I'm not a coffee guy.
No.
So I never really bought into that. But boy, do I like donuts.
Listen, get those donuts.
I like donuts. So one of the, like, you're obviously the thing that is going to be the bigger focus of this is your theme park experience, not just your theme park experience, because you started working in theme parks at a very young age.
Yeah.
And now you're
influence.
You go to theme parks and you make money off of that.
It's kind of wild. Yeah.
It's weird to me.
Yeah, it's weird to me too.
Yeah.
Like people are like, "Hey, come here. We want you to be a part of the media event and that kind of stuff and promote
So what does that mean? Let's pick I'm going to pick we'll arbitrate, we'll go Wonderland.
Yeah.
So Wonderland in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah.
Is inviting you to come to this event.
Yeah.
You get flown out?
Depending. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a hit that big boy level recently. So
really?
Yeah.
Big dogging, bro.
Yeah, I'm big dogging. I just got that email today, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
So you got an email today
from
as a recording.
Royal Caribbean.
From Royal Caribbean.
Yeah, cruise line.
Yeah.
They're gonna fly me out to Orlando.
Okay.
And we're gonna go on their new boat.
That's a boat, yeah.
Yeah. And they're going to take us and they're going to all inclusive. Boom. Come here. We just want you to post some content and that's it.
You come get fat on our boat.
Yeah. And I said, hell yeah.
I'm so afraid to go on cruises.
You've never been on a cruise?
No. And I'll tell you why, is because I have read so many instances, and I've got, because I almost went, my honeymoon originally was supposed to be an Alaskan cruise. And it never ended up happening for a couple reasons, not the least of which was my wife and I didn't like each other. We ended up going to Dollywood, by the way, which was awesome.
Never been. I've always wanted to go.
Dude.
Never been. Heard great things.
Can I say something?
Yeah. Go.
I'm assuming you're going to eventually go to Dollywood.
Yeah.
I want to come with you to
Let's
that.
go.
Like, first off, the cabins in the Smoky Mountains are dirt cheap.
Oh, yeah.
It's so cool. Let's go to Dollywood.
Yeah, I heard the food's great.
Dude,
You got some dope roller coasters there,
their
too.
roller coasters are insane.
Yeah.
Their roller coasters are like high level. The that I don't go on, but I didn't realize what it was until I was on it.
It's too late. Yeah.
And I looked over and I was like, I don't like you for making me go on this.
You're done.
Like literally like 90-degree drops. And
oh yeah, they don't. They changed their game. Like it used to be just like a little park, and now it's Dollywood. Who would have thought?
Dolly Parton has kept that area afloat and prosperous. She is, in my opinion, the perfect celebrity.
And still going.
Love her.
Yeah.
Okay. So cruise. Oh, the cruise thing, and all the stuff I was reading about, they were like, yeah, you're probably going to gain about 8 to 14 pounds.
You do.
On a cruise.
That's all you do is eat.
And I'd be like, what? I can't do that.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, you can. I believe in you.
I mean, no, I can.
Yeah.
And I'll actually gain more than that.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just like.
It's just salt.
It's just salt and sugar.
As much as you want.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to do that.
You go on like a little excursion too. You work that off.
Excursion?
You walk that off. You're fine.
Walk it off. My body is such a pain in the ass. Like it adapts very quickly. So if I'm eating, of course, slower as the years go on, but like if I am put in a place in an all you can eat situation, they're losing money.
Oh,
yeah, when they put me in that situation.
A challenge.
Yeah, it's not good.
You're like, it's on.
It's on. I've literally had conversations where it was like, do we want to eat the all you can eat or eat at the bar at the pinball thing? I'm like, we need to eat at the bar.
Yeah.
Because if we do the all you can eat, it's gonna be a problem.
Oh,
I'm gonna get gout.
Yeah.
If I wake up the next morning. Okay, so they're flying you out. So Royal Caribbean bringing you out to Orlando.
Yeah.
So they're paying you for your flight.
Yeah.
You get a free room on this cruise.
On the boat, yeah.
How long are you going to be on there for?
I think it's like 3 or 4 days.
And what's the deal? You have to post like 5 things?
I just know. They just know that I'm going to post stuff. Like I'm going to have so much content, and basically it's just like I tag them in it and that kind of stuff. So I already gave them like kind of like you give them like we're going to go do this, we're going to do these videos, that kind of stuff. And they already know that all of that stuff's geared towards them. So I'm just the commercial at this point. I've become the person that I've like.
Yeah, because you have over 150,000 followers on Instagram.
Yeah, that's on Instagram. Our big one's on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, we're at almost 600,000.
Damn.
Yeah, that one kind of blew up randomly. So
I mean, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
One of the things I noticed about your thing is that you very much rarely, if ever, because I've gone through it. Yeah. You very rarely, if ever, show yourself.
So
you're the camera.
Yeah, and I want to switch over to be the personality, because then I think I can get more brands to then come on board and be that brand person. But since we talked about I'm a videographer as well.
Yeah,
the certain things just don't allow me to do that right now for the season because I'm just too busy to be that other side. So it's just way easier for me to just throw a camera on my body and go, here, let's go ride a ride.
I was wondering if there was some sort of like fear that, because like obviously when we work in these worlds, like there's a point where we're going to age out.
Yeah.
We're kids that are following your TikTok.
Yeah.
If they see you when you have wrinkles on your eyes or something like that, they're like, oh, this is an old person trying to be cool and young.
Yeah.
And even though like I don't feel old, even though my bones are terribly old, I don't think of myself as old.
Yeah.
And then like I'm always like, but wait, am I old?
Fortunately, there's a lot of influencers in this community that are way old.
Okay.
You're like, what are you? Even I'm like,
good for them.
Yeah, but they're kicking it. They're kicking ass and they're doing everything. It's awesome.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, you look really young too.
I appreciate
you look
that.
about 10 years younger than you are. So
let's hope that keeps going.
I know, seriously.
Yeah.
So like, because I thought about that and I looked and it was something that was very peculiar to me, where it was like, I wondered if you had tapped into something about like, you never show your face. That way the person can put themselves in the situation or whatever.
Yeah. They live vicariously through me. So I think it hit during COVID. That's when everything went bonkers.
Oh yeah. I guess that would make sense, right?
So we went to Six Flags. Six Flags out here is open every day, but like it was the first place to open once COVID was like, we were getting under control and whatever, and like things were starting to reopen. And then so Six Flags is open. No one's at Six Flags because it's just
correct.
It's a dump
and
town.
They shouldn't have been there.
No, it's a garbage.
And also there was a pandemic happening.
Yeah, exactly. So like we started riding the roller coasters. No one was there. We had nothing else to do. We had all the time in the world. And then it just started blowing up. People were they needed that little thrill.
Yeah.
And they weren't getting through it for any other way. So they were TikTok was blowing up too. So we hit it right at the right mark.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Me and a bunch of my friends all blew up at the same time, posting pretty much the same content too. So people were just kind of like going, this looks awesome. I want to do this, but they couldn't. So they came back more and more and more. The algorithm said, this is cool content. Just kept pushing us to the moon. We were gaining like 10,000 followers a day.
Jesus Christ.
It was wild.
And that must be well, I mean, it seems like it might have stopped, but I mean, you did a going down. It's not you're not losing followers.
No, but it definitely, the algorithm just said
it plateaued.
Yeah.
I mean, God, though, that's like, how do you handle an influx like that? Because like people are going to be like, you can't obviously just read everything, right?
No, I don't read anything. Honestly, sorry guys. Pulling back the
you just can't.
curtain.
Like it would be impossible.
No, if I put all my notifications on, because we have YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and between all three, we have 850,000 followers.
Okay.
So imagine all those people are always going and they're posting something. They got to post their opinion on something. Imagine my notifications.
Your head would melt down.
Yeah, it's wild.
Jesus Christ.
So unfortunately, I read things randomly, and then I'll be like, I make it like a surprise. Like if I respond to somebody, it's always something witty. And I'm like, oh, ha, ha, ha. And then they're like, oh my God, he responded,
it's just like, and it's so funny because there's that celebrity energy. I get that. I'm a very small, entity on the internet.
Yeah.
I think I'm good at what I do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I recognize my following is not really huge. It should be way huger. Tell your friends. But that aspect of like, even when people will tweet at me or something, or like send me a message on Instagram and I reply and like, oh my God, I didn't think you'd reply. And I'm like, I got a lot more free time than you realize.
Wink, wink.
Like even when I'm busy, I have my phone with me.
Yeah.
So like, and I appreciate you like because I'm on Patreon and I'm like every dime that I get from there is very important to me because it keeps me alive.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yes, I'm going to reply to you. You gave me a career.
Yeah.
Eventually, if things go the way I hope so, I'm going to be way worse to my fans.
Yeah,
I'm going to be a much bigger prick. I'm going to big dog the shit out of you guys when you message me.
Get out of here.
Yeah. But no, that is really cool. So like, is this the first like kind of all inclusive thing that you've been invited to do?
Yeah, this is probably this is called the big boy. Like I made it to the big levels.
Okay.
Like when they said, because I basically what I did is I like reached out to them because I want to do more content that's like adventure, like go on adventure. I don't just want to be secluded to theme parks. I want to bring it out, branch out.
Yeah, you want to be able to go to some zoos.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, let's go ride some giraffes around.
Yeah, let's go to the giraffe fights in the back of the zoo.
This is the good one.
Yeah, the real back alley zoos.
We'll get SeaWorld hit me up. Yeah. So when they said, "Oh, we'll pay for your flight," and I was like, "What? I'll fly down there. I don't care." But they're like, "No, we'll pay for your flight." And
it's in the budget.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, this is something."
So like that's really the only thing that costs them anything.
No, yeah, they're gonna get millions of dollars. I think they're inviting a whole bunch of influencers and like media people.
Yeah,
that's the cool shift.
It's gonna be the most insufferable.
It's gonna be everyone with selfie sticks out everywhere. It's gonna be hilariously awful.
I would want nothing to do with that cruise, in spite of the fact that I'm sure the cruise conceptually is amazing.
Listen,
that crew, I'd be like, I can't.
If Ariana can't go, I'm just gonna bring you along with.
I'll go, and I'll be like, what the f*** you doing? Like, I'll be so New England. I'll wear cargo shorts.
Put your phone away.
Yeah, what the f*** are you doing? Put that away. What is that?
Cargo shorts.
Yeah, I'll be like real old school New England guy too. Yeah, what are you, more? Get the f*** out of here. Slapping their phones into the sea.
See you later.
Hey, go dive into the water and get it, you nerd. Why don't you go take a photo with Flipper? Yeah,
I could see you doing that. That'd be awesome. I love that.
Just a bully out of
the
nowhere.
Whole time. That'd be a perfect TikTok.
I would just be everybody. All my fans would be like, "Hey, somebody's talking about you on TikTok." They don't know your name, but they're saying awful things about you. I'm like, they must be on the cruise. Right. Hell yeah. That'd be so funny.
Oh, I would love that.
Just bullying a gaggle of influencers.
Who have no idea what they're like, because they're all happy and they're all happy. They're like, oh, let's go. And they're just slapping it out of them.
Yeah, they got rich at 19.
Go pound sand.
Yeah, get that here, nerd. Nice sandcastle, like kick it.
Yeah. And that's got to happen now.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on, let's have a nice little bully cruise, 2022.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's going to be a bunch of you guys there.
That's what it sounds like. They just I haven't gotten more details, but it's just like, hey, we're going to send you on this cruise. And I'm like, hell yeah, let's go.
Oh, so people can collab.
Yeah, I don't do that.
You don't want to collab?
So stupid.
That's weird.
I
mean, look, here's the thing is I'm at that point in time where like when people send me free I'm like, I will whore myself out for you so hard.
1,000%.
Yeah, everyone check out 5 Hour Energy,
That's right.
Chalkline, and Ghost X Ghost.
Yeah.
Everybody check those 3 companies out because they send me cool all the time.
Shout out to Insta360.
Oh, what's Insta360?
That's the cameras that I use.
Okay, cool. So it's a 360 camera.
Yeah.
I noticed that and also you can't see the selfie stick.
Isn't that wild?
It's freaky and weird. And I don't like it.
It makes my hand look like I don't have a hand there. It's very weird.
It looks like you're just holding up your fist in like victory.
Yeah. It's I'm riding a ride and you're not.
Yeah. So this company sent you a camera.
Yeah. They sent me multiple cameras. It's kind of wild.
Several cameras. Can I have one for free?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, that camera company. Insta360 is what they're called?
Yeah.
So now how much do those cameras normally cost?
About $400.
And they sent you a bunch of this?
It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That was another thing that I was like, oh, okay. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that was cool.
I mean, they came to me too. So that was wild. When they come to you and you're like, okay. And it's a big company. It's not just like what's a big one? The Liquid IV. They go to you if you want a sponsorship to Liquid IV, you just need to have like 2 followers. They'll be like, "Sorry, Liquid IV, not trying to, ruin your game."
So Liquid IV will just do anything?
Oh yeah, they send it to everybody.
Or remind me to hit them up.
Yeah.
What do they sell? I don't even know
it's the Liquid IV. It's like a little package for like electrolytes and that kind of stuff.
Oh, hard pass.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. A little packet of sugar and salt. I'm good.
Oh yeah, here you go. Yeah. But yeah.
That is fun. Yeah, I was like, are there any people that have like followed you on social media that you've noticed and you're like, holy shit?
So you can check on Instagram which people are verified.
Yeah.
And there's like a couple big soccer people that follow me, but no one that I've like known and been like, oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like nobody that you're like, holy shit, I can't believe this person follows me. But like these big soccer names. And we're Americans, so those people don't matter.
What the hell this is. Yeah. So there are some people who are in the millions that follow me, and I'm just like, huh.
Really?
But TikTok's a different thing. I've never checked TikTok. There could be a whole plethora.
Yeah, how would you be able to?
There's usually like filters that you can like check it, but Instagram specifically has one. I think to trick your ego. You're like, ooh, I want to know that.
I was having this conversation with another comedian a few years ago, very funny man named Drew Yonda.
Yeah.
And he was like, Twitter is his and I's, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
That was our main thing. Like really good at being witty and making jokes.
Yeah.
But not good at like showing you what my face looks like.
Yeah.
So, and we were talking about Twitter and another comedian was like, you guys care about that? And it's like, it's all the same thing. Our careers are a vanity project.
Oh yeah.
And to pretend that like comedians do this thing where they try to pretend they're like above it. And I'm like, dude, you get on stage and because you think a crowd needs to hear what you say.
Yeah.
Don't pretend that you're above anything because our job is us desperately seeking attention from whatever adults we didn't get it from when we were kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I always get a kick out of that.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask you about the camera thing with because you do take a selfie stick.
Well, usually, actually, most of the time I don't even use a selfie stick.
Okay.
It's literally just like on a little mini tripod.
Okay. Like you gotta like lock that up, right? Because a lot of these things seem like really like you'd lose your phone real fast.
Oh, I've used my phone on so many roller coasters. Six Flags does not like me. Let's just say that because you're not supposed to film on their rides. But I didn't know this when I first started. So all my stuff.
What are they going to do? Sue you?
I have more stories about Six Flags.
Really?
Yeah.
What's Six Flags got going on?
They don't like me.
Really?
Yeah. I told them you're welcome for their 25 million views and told them to kick rocks.
Did they say something to you?
Oh yeah.
What did they say?
I wanted to do things legit. And so it's specifically one Six Flags, and they're notorious for like not wanting to work with
It's the
anybody.
one in California?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
there's two, so I won't mention which one.
Okay.
But,
Well,
it doesn't matter.
yeah,
I like try to do this legit. I was like, hey, like I want to do this. I want to, do this the right way, because I didn't realize that there was signs saying that, because they're nowhere.
Yeah.
And I was just starting out.
So you were like bootlegging it.
Yeah, basically. Everyone else has their phones on every ride ever. I just happen to have millions and millions of eyes on me now.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we know who you are, and you're not allowed to do this. And then so I posted an old video, because I was like, okay, fine. I don't want to like screw this up. We'll talk.
So then you immediately posted a video.
I posted an old video. And then they're like,
that's such a middle finger.
I know. And then they boop my account and everything.
They booped your account.
They like literally like I try to get in and they're like, nah.
Oh, so you're like banned from that Six Flags?
Yeah.
Are you banned from all Six Flags?
No, because all the other Six Flags,
they don't know what's going on.
No, all the other Six Flags allow everyone to do everything.
It's like it's like a franchise.
Yeah, but there's just one Six Flags that just hates. I don't know if it's
So what are you afraid of pissing them off for? What are they going to do? Extra ban you?
Hopefully.
Is it? Where is it? I want to know now.
It's Magic Mountain.
Oh, it's in Magic Mountain.
Oh yeah. Right?
There's 3 better theme parks closer to where you live than Magic Mountain.
Like Disneyland, you could eat a turkey sandwich on one of those rides. They wouldn't care. You could bring your laptop.
You could eat your camera on one of those.
Literally, they do not care. They're just like, yeah, as long as it's strapped to your wrist, I don't care.
They're like, we're Disney. Nothing will ever dent us.
No, it's
like,
crazy.
We don't care.
Like you could bring like one of those giant 80s cameras onto a ride, and they
old,
do not care.
An old camcorder.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny as an influencer, but doing like a Goldberg style camera, like throwing your shoulder out.
Oh my God. They just don't care. But it's Disney. Like you said, all the rides are safe and everything like that. Like, I make sure I'm safe. I'm not just like throwing my camera around. Like that's expensive.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose that.
Yeah. That makes it seem to think like when I was a teacher, there was a no gum rule in our school because we had carpets.
Yeah.
And they were like, you're going to carpets up or you're going to put it. And like, it stopped being a thing where I was like, you can't chew gum because of the carpets. And I was like, you can't chew gum because I said you can't chew gum.
Yeah.
And I'm the authority in this room.
Yeah.
And you're going to need to understand that sometimes you need to follow those rules.
Yeah.
And so like, I think it's probably not that they think you're being dangerous. They probably are just like, this guy.
It's definitely that.
Yeah.
1,000%.
You Magic Mountain.
Yeah. Magic Mountain.
I'll go watch teenagers dry hump each other somewhere else.
That's right. You know what? I'm still making money off your views. So.
Oh, yeah, dude. Hell yeah,
Magic Mountain.
I remember like, because my old theme park when I was a kid was Riverside.
Oh, yeah.
In Agawam, Massachusetts, which is now a Six Flags.
Yeah.
Six Flags just kind of skirted in and took it and made it a good place.
Yeah, that Six Flags is awesome.
I was like, what the
to say?
You know what's funny about the Six Flag in Agawam is one of my ex-girlfriends was she's 6 feet tall, brunette.
Yeah.
Very pretty, very, very like, brunette hair, like palish skin, but like kind of olive actually, and blue eyes. She looked like Wonder Woman.
Oh, okay.
She went to that Six Flags and they like the employees wouldn't stop chasing her down, being like, please be our Wonder Woman.
Oh, really?
And she's like, I'm a graphic designer. Like, I have a career.
I don't want to work for $6
an hour. $8 an hour.
And some waffle fries.
Would be willing to do $9. And she was like, what? No.
Yeah.
But it was a very funny thing to
That's cool.
They were just like, please be our Wonder Woman. And she's like, no.
You're like, Fred in the back doesn't want to do it.
My older roommate was 6'7".
Jeez.
I was 6'4". She was 6 feet tall. And we would sometimes go into like breakfast.
Yeah.
Or like we'd go somewhere together, and like everywhere we went, like forks drop.
Because everyone's just
it was so quiet. And people would like literally talk to like figuring out what we were. They couldn't figure out what was happening. They were like a co-ed basketball team. Like, what's happening here? It was weird. Yeah, it was funny though.
Yeah,
it was really weird.
It's gotta be. I mean, you got 3 people who are over 6 feet tall. You got 6'7" at the top end. You're like, that's like putting your head under, like crouching down to get into a doorway.
Yeah, 6 feet tall is 6'7" for women, right?
Oh,
like that's what that is.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, that was really funny. You've never been to Dollywood?
No. We're going.
Really surprising to me, to be 100% honest. I'm like blown away by that.
There's a lot of parks I haven't been to. A lot of them in the Midwest. Like there's Cedar Point, which is like
you got to get to that one because starting to go right.
Well, it's it's still good, but it's like the coaster capital of like,
Yeah.
but nothing makes me want to go to Ohio. Nothing in like
Cedar
it's
Point.
summer. Well, even
Do you want some Skyline chili in
yeah,
Cincinnati?
I'm like, yeah, let's go. Like I've been to Ohio. I hate it.
You okay?
Oh,
So
it's the worst place.
I drove through Ohio to
Yeah.
get like I went from Pennsylvania through Ohio
Yeah.
to get here.
Yeah.
And that was good.
There's a reason why the speed limit's like 80, so you can get the hell out of that state so
Right.
fast.
They're like, you know what? Like
Yeah.
Montana,
Yeah.
no limit. Just figure it out.
It's so cool. Yeah.
The thing is though, like you kind of, now that you've hit this point, you kind of have to do that.
Oh
though,
yeah,
right?
1000%. Yeah, my friends keep come on out because they all live in Ohio. There's tons of haunted houses in Ohio too. So like,
I feel like there was more reasons than you realize. It's just that Ohio as a concept sucks. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I don't want to. I have California or Florida, which are the two major like theme park destinations.
Sure, but also Florida.
Yeah, but it's got
Yeah, they have cool shit.
Yeah, the Universal Studios out there is way better.
I'm so bummed that they get the better Universal Studio. And it really comes down to just real estate.
Oh, 1,000%.
They have space.
Yeah, if they got rid of the golf course next to Universal Studios out here in Hollywood, it would be a game changer.
I sure would like them to do that.
Everyone would.
Yeah,
but not the execs,
Not the rich fat cats.
Yeah.
As we like to call. Okay, so you haven't been to a lot, mostly in the Midwest.
Yeah.
So you do mostly coastal stuff?
Coastal stuff.
Busch Gardens.
Busch Gardens. I'm going there next week, actually.
Really?
Yeah, in Florida though. Not the Williamsburg Busch Gardens.
Isn't that the original one?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's got some crazy.
You want to learn about Jamestown Colony? So you guys are talking about that here?
People come here?
Yeah. I always wonder that. Yeah. Like what are I guess theme parks wherever you're at, that's your theme park,
there's
right?
Thousands of like Wisconsin had the Six Flags in Chicago, but we also have Wisconsin Dells. Now that's America's water park capital.
Ooh, so you're swimming in so much piss.
Oh, so much. But I got invited out there during the summer. So a water park brought me out. I was already there. Yeah. But they're like, oh, do some content for us. But they put us up in a hotel and everything. Oh, yeah. So it was.
Is that the one that has that big corkscrew?
Medusa?
Yeah. Because I think, you know something? I think that I've seen your video before I ever met you because that went viral as right?
Went crazy viral.
Yeah, I think I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah, probably.
Where people were like, "Oh, look at that."
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, what's this crazy thing?"
Yeah, and then and it's funny because this is one of those things where it was like, "Would you go on this?"
Yep.
That's something that you do a lot, where you leave these questions that are very obvious, like yes or no answers that you want people to engage in, and that must explode your engagement. And it's a brilliant marketing thing to do.
Yeah,
it must be intellectually numbing to have to limit yourself to doing stuff like that when you could probably be doing a lot more. You're very smart.
Yeah. So that's at least what my mom says.
Yes. She's an idiot. Where's she?
She doesn't know nothing. She lives in Wisconsin.
But like, does that? Yeah. She stays in Wisconsin like an idiot.
She sounds like this. What the hell?
Gross. But is there like do you wish you could do more commentary? Because a lot of it is just you offering like would you ever go on a roller coaster like this? Because that's a brilliant thing to do.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem fun to come up with that as your caption.
What sucks is no one engages in the thoughtful stuff, unfortunately. So I use my stories to then kind of stir the pot. I have very, very strong opinions on especially Disney. Ugh.
Really?
Oh my God.
So what are those opinions?
Disney adults are the worst people on the planet.
Seriously. That's not a wrong opinion.
Disney's worst enemy is its customer base. Because we're such nostalgia driven pieces of that people will like literally die and burn down Disney if they change the ride that they grew up on because they think their kids need that ride.
Splash Mountain.
Oh yeah.
That thing. Changing the theme of Splash Mountain to something that's relevant and not racist.
Yeah.
But people they clutched their pearls like, why can't we have our racist movie?
Pitchforks out. Yeah. Like we're coming to burn the mouse down.
Yeah.
Like they are the worst kind of people.
I say this a lot, man. People that hold on to nostalgia and they boost it as like the greatest blank of all time. It's embarrassing.
It's so bad.
Because it's like, no, the thing you loved when you were a kid isn't better objectively.
No. Yeah.
It's what you saw when you were a kid.
And that's why you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Because now you're dealing with bills and everything else.
Admit it.
Nostalgia. Admit you're old.
I tell that, like, somebody was asking, they were like, what's your favorite toy line, like packaging? And I was like,
Yeah.
it's He-Man, because that's the image of my childhood. That to me is the perfect art.
Yeah.
Is it correct? I don't know how to answer
Yeah.
that. It's just the thing that when I was 4, I loved.
Yeah.
That was, you know, you don't have money
Yeah.
as a kid. I'm not like going out and be like, I'm just going to buy my own toys. Like, that wasn't really how it went.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that something can be better later on and that it always has to be the same. Like, that's the one you love. Of course, you love it for a reason, but it can improve. That's what happens over time.
You're wearing a Universal Nintendo Land shirt, aren't you?
Absolutely.
I know that shirt. It's the neon
the
sign
Bowser.
ones.
It's the Japanese version.
I was going to get the Chain Chomp.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw
I
it.
should have brought you one over. I have the keychains. They don't sell them anymore. They're rare.
Give me that
Next
keychain.
time. Yeah.
So Disney adults are that's a problem.
Oh,
right?
they're the worst. Yeah.
Now, I would say Harry Potter adults are pretty rough too. Like, you see those a lot at Universal too, when they get their little ties on
and their
stuff.
$115 their robes that they still don't have. They haven't ironed them out, so you know they just bought them that day. And
They have the creases. Oh, I love doing when you go to a wedding and you see, you're a wedding videographer too.
Yeah.
When you see that one guy with the shirt that has the 4 pleats across it, because you know he just bought it at
or the
Macy's.
clip-on ties, because no man in America knows how to tie a tie.
You know what's funny? I had to wear clip-on ties for one of my jobs because I was a bouncer when I was a teenager.
Oh, really?
And they were like, I was like, yeah, I have a black tie. And they're like, you need a clip-on. And I was like, why? And they're like, do you want to enter a fight with a noose on?
That's true.
They were like, that's how that works.
Yeah.
Like, you got to wear one.
Well, luckily, most people on weddings aren't bouncers.
No,
they should know. Listen, America dudes who have girlfriends or a significant other,
learn how to tie a tie. Yeah.
Come on, please.
If you are physically able to tie a tie, learn how to tie a tie.
Seriously.
But yeah, I do like, I get a kick out of it. But like when you go to Universal and the Harry Potter people are there and it's August in the valley and it's like 108 degrees.
Yeah.
And you see these idiots wearing these like 30-pound robes, just like, they're like, I need a frozen butterbeer.
Imagine now there's Florida, mid-Florida,
It's
humid.
wet.
Oh, I love it. It gives me joy when I go there.
Like
I'm
ass.
Idiot. Enjoy your $115 robe you're never going to wear again.
Yeah, that is funny. Yeah, like I have a friend that has the wands that work, and I was just like, the ones that interact. Yeah.
And they're like, it's just an IR beam. You can see it in there, and you're like, I'm magical. And you're like, no, you're not.
No, you're not. You're just playing laser tag with a stick.
Literally. Yeah, like grow up.
So, okay, Disney adults are the worst. What are the other Disney opinions?
Oh, well, they can't change a ride because know of their fan base. Like, they've done so many cool things that if you let the Imagineers do it, like Rise of the Resistance. Have you been on Rise of the Resistance?
I haven't been because
it's one of the coolest rides ever. Well,
getting into like every time people like you got to go to Disney, I look at the price of going to it, and I'm like, I can't in my right mind spend $300 a piece,
and it's only going up from here.
Yeah,
folks.
that.
Yeah, so
I'll do a universal gold pass. For me, that's my sweet spot.
Yeah.
It's $300.
Yep.
I get free parking.
And it's fun.
I can charge my car while I'm there.
Yeah.
And also like it's a fun little spot right up the street. I live on the same street.
Yeah, and you don't have to deal with the crowds, the crying babies. You don't have to deal with nothing.
No.
Like, I think kids in Disneyland are the worst thing at Disney.
Yeah.
It's like that's what it's meant for, but no, you guys suck. This is for childless millennials.
Do you do the Dapper Day thing or anything?
No,
like that?
my friends do. I've always wanted to because I'm like a nerd like that too, where I'm like, I'd dress up and go there. Like there's some people who go hard. And you're like, what else is going on in your life right now?
I mean, look,
what skeletons in your closet?
I get it. I get it because like we all like the things that we like.
Yeah.
And I'm not here to yuck anybody's yum and stuff like that. But there is something about the Disney adults thing where you see just the amount of time, effort, money, and energy that they're investing in that one specific thing. Like, look, we met in a pinball league. I'm not saying that I'm morally superior in the things I enjoy over that.
No.
But like there is something. How do I say it? I'm trying not to be mean about it.
Do it.
Insufferability is something that you sometimes see where you're just like, I can't do this with some people.
Yeah, when you fling money at something that you've never seen before just because it has a Disney logo on it.
Yeah.
Because you have to, because you've been brainwashed to know that Disney means good.
Which is so weird to me because it is
No.
It's an evil company.
Yeah, it's a multi-billion-dollar company that owns a lot of things.
They own a lot of things that they shouldn't.
Yep.
It's one of those. It's sort of like Nestle.
Yeah.
When they're like, oh, it's the chocolate people, and they're buying up water rights, and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah. They don't.
And then
pay
they're like, and also chocolate is from slaves, and you're like, what?
There's so many things.
Like once you peel that back and you look at it, you're like, Jesus Christ! And like, Walt Disney was a rabid anti-Semite.
That's
and you're like,
correct.
I'm sorry, what was that? And it's like he took credit for all this stuff.
There's dark history at Disney.
There is. I remember reading this thing back in the early days of the internet, like all the dark secrets of Disney, like all the deaths and stuff, and like the tunnels with the ambulance to get dead bodies declared dead outside of Disney.
Yeah, you don't see nothing happen at Disney. Like there's undercover security all over the place, and like nothing bad happens at Disneyland.
I'm angry at Disney because they canceled my favorite treat that they do. Because I go to downtown. I like downtown Disney,
it's
actually.
fun.
I really like that, that vibe. It's really fun to me. I like the energy of commerce because I'm a capitalist piece of shit.
Yeah.
But I like that part of it.
Yeah.
I don't like the park stuff. It seems really too frantic and people are tired and angry.
Oh yeah.
Downtown Disney has a much more chill vibe.
Yeah.
But they used to sell those churro ice cream sandwiches.
Oh, I've never had one of those.
And they stopped. And it's so mean. It was like I would get an apple cinnamon flavored. You'd get 2 spiraled churros with a scoop of vanilla ice cream in between them. And it was like, that was my give me diabetes and take my foot.
That sounds amazing.
And they took it away from me. We're going to talk more about that.
But
I don't know if you knew this, but if you are listening on Patreon, thank you. I appreciate you so much more than those freeloaders that are listening for free. And if you pay the extra special, it's not that expensive, producer tier, I'm going to say your name during these shows. So I'm going to say some names. And Andrew, we can talk about some stuff if you want. We're welcome. We're welcome to do that. So first off, I would like to thank all of these people. So you can just premise the fact that I'm going to say thank you and then say the name, but I'm just going to say the names because I don't have time to add the thank yous. Yeah. Come on, we're paying by the minute here. So shout out to Jay, friend of the crows, demands a crow emoji. # join the murder.
Oh,
I f***ed that name up.
You
First
did.
name and I blew it.
How
I don't
dare
know.
you?
Jay, friend of the crows, demands a crow emoji. # join the murder. There isn't a crow emoji?
I never.
Guess
why would
not.
you use one? I mean,
when you're going to murder someone.
Yeah. Well, that's what I.
When they change the gun to a water gun, you got to do something.
Did they do that?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't use those that much. But
no.
I guess I'm just weird.
What kind of influencer are you?
First kind.
Follow my dog's Instagram @bashnoggins. He's dumb and adorable.
I love it.
Hell yeah, man. That's a good use of your money right there.
That.
You get the Aldo Vargas rookie card, everybody. Shout out to Bauhaus. Shout out to Koi Farm, Art and Mentoring. Shout out to Nolan Void, Ricky Cilantro, a big booty boy for $20.69.
Got him.
Maine, more than Stephen King. You go to Maine a lot?
Yeah, no, there's even Stephen King. You know,
I got my first tattoo in Maine.
Where?
Old
of
Port.
what?
Old Port tattoo. Very stereotypical New England. I got my family crest on my shoulder.
All right, that makes sense. Yeah.
Idiot.
You're such a New England
douchebag. Yeah. With a backwards Red cap on.
Yeah.
Shout out to jumping rope, still a sport. Jeff not liking it, still a fact. You're going to get a lot of references to the fact that I don't like sports because I have a podcast called You Don't Even Like Sports.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Bodacious Big Bad Bouncing Bollock Bonanza. Jennifer Fendelander @AV Foundry. Patrick Dorey. Dory.
Question mark?
Bart Fardigan. Jeff Hord's Christmas Festoonery. See, that's a JHCF reference here. You're not decorated for Christmas yet, are you?
Hell no.
No.
Still got the Halloween up.
You're one of those Halloween people.
That's
right. Huey. Check out Nerd with Dre and Jeff wherever Jeff May's podcasts are found. That's right. I have a great show called Nerd with Dre Alvarez where we do deep dives on nerdy stuff. So far, we've dropped 2 episodes. We got a third one coming. We did Zelda 2.
Oh.
We did Mike Tyson's Punch Out. We did Mega Man 2.
Man, you are a nerd, huh?
Yeah, this was him. He's the one that did that.
Oh,
he found the super secret tier that I kept in there that didn't tell anybody about, where you could you could co-host a show with me.
Oh,
and he went for it. Rudy, Daft Punk has an anime Rueda, parentheses. It's called Interstellar 5555. Jeff hates competitive fun. Goji, Gregorio, the city council member of arts and culture of District 1, approves this podcast. Hey, congratulations, Gregorio. Kool-Aid Molotov wants to remind everyone that fascism is bad and punching Nazis is cathartic. Hell yeah. Gerard Ruane, Farty Marty's Nerd Party. Eat and die, Grand Canyon. You ever go to the Grand Canyon?
I haven't been there yet.
Not a good theme park.
Really? Yeah.
Not a lot of fun. That's what they should do. Put a roller coaster in the middle of the Grand Canyon. Maybe make it fun.
About damn time.
Looking at a postcard in real life.
Start that GoFundMe.
There it is. Yeah. Go fund me.
Yeah. Oh, whoa.
Show me in the rules where it says a dog can't play basketball. Do you think after Air Bud they actually did add that in the rules? Like a lot of places that
now
movie came out.
Thinking.
That movie came out, and then some. I bet there's at least one district that put that in the rules.
They're like, listen, can't have dogs here. Can't do it.
Like dogs can't play basketball.
But they're like, but my dog can.
Yeah, can't compete with that.
Or do you think dog leagues happened after that?
Dog basketball leagues?
Definitely.
They would just be fighting and on the whole time. Just a ball in the middle, and then just a bunch of golden retrievers going to town on each other.
Don't they play football during the Super Bowl? Puppy Bowl.
The Puppy Bowl.
Yeah, so basketball is next logical step.
Yeah, let's do them. Gray man, tell me your fears. Do you have any fears?
Flying. Wildly
Huge
enough.
news for you. You sit in cars.
I know.
Open cars.
Even weirder. I was in the process of getting my pilot's license when I was young. Yeah.
And you're afraid of flying.
I think it's a control issue now.
You don't want it, but you don't trust anybody else driving.
I think that's what it is. Yeah,
okay.
like anxiety.
Do you not like being in the passenger seat of a car?
No, I don't. Well, yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, my anxiety just goes through the roof.
Fair.
Luckily, Xanax is awesome, so that takes care of it.
I'll take a nice edible.
I freak out more.
Really?
Yeah.
They just make me so sleepy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Jeff using Deep Blue Sea memes to break bad news. I do that sometimes. Tyler Wilgus, asking 7. In the time since he changed his name on this document, Jezbutt had a kid, got a new job, and got COVID. I was hoping you were going to change that name, Jezbutt, but now I hope you never do. I hope we leave this on as a memorial for 60 years. Kimball, the casual Frankenstein. The target loss prevention officer currently hunting Jeff. I shoplift M&Ms.
Oh, you do?
Whenever I go to Target, yeah. That's like a tax.
Who am I dealing with right now?
I pay for everything else.
Degenerate.
Just one bag of peanut M&Ms.
You're just like, those are mine.
It's funny because my producer sent me an article about how they were cracking down on it. And I'm like, I'm still going to do it. And then the next time I did it, I took a photo and sent it to him. And I was like, untouchable.
Is there an epidemic on stealing M&Ms?
Apparently, shoplifting has become much more intense since things have become more expensive.
And you're 99% of the problem. So
I'm $1.59 of the problem. That's what I am. Let's see. Steven. I'm having trouble reading this name because I am illiterate. Cody Beck, Mike Gouts, Lisa McCarty at Comics Book Girl, at Comics with an X, Girl with a U, Aeschylus and his tortoise, Dr. DNA. Hooray for Pontius Pilate. The scene in Meet Joe Black where Brad Pitt dies. I'm never going to have a history podcast, you little so stop asking. Mackenzie, Jeff made me feel like a douche for my Albert Camus reference, so now I'm going to make him say Eddie Haskell's obvious fetish. Chill.
A lot going on right now.
We got a lot of words out of that.
A lot of stuff.
Instagram and Twitter's at Bob_of_skull. That's such an easy way to do this, folks. That's such a better way to do it.
Please.
Who used to be like, Jeff May, I'm a big moron who sucks. It's like, oh man, I could have just said your name and gotten you some followers instead.
I'm definitely gonna start with you on this now.
While my chocolate starfish gently weeps.
There's a new band name.
More like Here Comes the Fun.
Oh.
Shout out to Lemming Malloy, Norm from Cheers, who also finds all the swears when we do this. Shout out to Burrito Mouth, Dan Hackroyd, Happy Holidays. Just one that says Happy Holidays.
Oh, nice. That's cute.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Didn't have to. This is a gift for everybody.
Unlike everyone else.
I, Jeff May, believe there is no better streaming service than Tubi to watch Armand Asante movies.
That's true, though. I knew. That's very true.
Big Armand Asante movies.
And Tubi.
I, for some reason, I don't know why I do this, but I follow Armand Asante on Facebook. And whenever he posts a photo of him doing a thing, I'm like, this is a great post, Armand Asante. I don't know why I do
This
that.
is what you do in your spare time.
It's just for me.
Just,
like
yeah,
that's
it.
not a thing people can see.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you could see it, I guess, if you also follow Armand Asante.
Which
but
everyone should.
well, yeah, like why aren't you doing that? But so somebody must know that. Itty bitty mitty committee pity the fool. Shout out to Kelly says, eat the rich. They're hoarding all the blue check marks.
Not $8 a
Those
mark
$8 right there. I love how they immediately pulled that down after they started that.
It was amazing.
Shout out to the guy who played JJ in Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon. Lisa Harden, my co-producer of Mint on Card. Jessica Robertson, Silius Ruby, The Digital Phil, The Ghost of Dave Thomas, The Great Radvertising Scam, a Jeff May joint. It's coming. It'll happen. I had to give it a break, but it's coming. Aaron Meyer. It's a podcast that I'm going to do about 90s advertising.
Oh.
So people want it really bad, but it's hard to get that together.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of guest organization.
Who's got time for that?
It was me, Jeff. I've been giving you $10 a month since the beginning so you could afford more gas station Pop-Tarts, keeping you sluggish, just slow enough for me to steal Christmas. My go-to, what's your go-to travel snack on like a car trip? Give me your sweet and your savory.
Oh, Swedish
Stopping
fish.
at a gas station, you get a bag of Swedish fish.
And then probably a Twix.
Okay, that's two sweets.
Sorry,
Give me a savory.
Oh, beef jerky.
Beef jerky.
Yeah,
flavored? Right. What kind? Jack Links?
See, that's the thing. Whatever's cheapest, because that stuff is expensive.
Well, yeah, it's pure meat.
And it's like, the thing is, though, is I usually only go sweet. It's like a treat for me to get like something else that's not sweet.
I'm a big pizzeria pretzel combos fan.
I haven't had that in like a decade.
I love them though.
They are delicious.
That's my right there. Killing myself with that. Yeah, just all this. So I'm like swelling just thinking about all the sodium in them.
Like I'm ready.
Those and gas station Pop-Tarts.
Gas station.
Yeah, in the blue pack. None of this silver foil out of the box. I want a blue, individually wrapped, way too expensive.
Yeah, it's like
$3.49. Yeah, it's just too much.
What flavor?
I like, if cherry's available, I'm taking cherry.
Now, do you go any like the weird routes where they always have like something that's like,
I'm not like caramel macchiato or something. No, I mean, I've had some. There was like a lemon meringue one that I thought, like, I like lemon.
Yeah.
So like, if you're gonna offer me that, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, of the base, your base ones, which I would say would be brown sugar, cinnamon, strawberry, blueberry, cherry, and I guess you could consider s'mores.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, but that was like that came out like 25 years after the other ones did. So
you're not heating these up like a gentleman.
No,
straight out raw
straight.
dog.
I eat them.
You're raw dog.
Yeah, I eat those as a raw Pop-Tart.
That's right.
A Pop-Tart.
Degenerate.
So shout out to Cronenberger Meisterburger. 3 Jacob Tremblays in a trench coat sneaking into an R-rated movie. Parker Aylesworth. Just Parker Aylesworth.
Good
Shout out to Christy Salinas. Kale's only true purpose is as the garnish at a 1996 Pizza Hut buffet.
That's true.
We used to go to Papagino's on Tuesdays.
People that we eat that now. They're like, here's some kale. It's healthy for you.
They really did shift that over. It is healthy for you. It just tastes like
it tastes like utter garbage.
You're like, what can I drown this in? Like, eat it regular. I'm like, no, it's like I'm eating a sandbox.
You're like, ugh.
Yeah. Oh, that. Jeff has colossal feet. Probably. He's a big fella. They're 13. They used to be a 15 though.
How does that work?
I lost 60 pounds in a very short time, and my feet were just like, oh, we're not putting all this extra weight on them?
No.
No. Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome because 13, that's a sweet spot.
How long of a short of time for the 60 pounds?
Did I lose all that weight? 3 months.
That's a lot.
Yeah. It was from October of 2000 to January of 2001.
What was your top?
264.
Oh, so you were losing it fast.
And then I went to 197.
Damn, that's still a crazy amount. What were you doing?
Boxing. I discovered boxing, yeah. And I started, I was like, I could probably eat, right?
Yeah.
Like I was 18, 19 years old when it started. And I was just like, maybe I should treat my body better.
Yeah.
Because I love food.
Yeah.
I really do. And I realize now, like, and I don't have a particularly healthy relationship with it. So
yeah.
I spent my entire childhood and schooling experience up until my sophomore year of college, like obese.
Really?
And I did not like my life.
Yeah.
And it's not a moral statement on obesity. It's just, for me, that was something that I did not and do not want back. I did not like how I felt about myself in those situations. So I lost all that weight and I was like, oh, I could have
Yeah.
I could have done this a while ago.
It's crazy, like how well your body feels when you just do little things. Like little, I'm going to eat healthier today. I'm going to do some, when you exercise, those endorphins are crazy.
And it also allowed me to not feel as bad about eating foods.
Yes.
Because I was like, well, I'm burning, this extra, I'm burning 1,200 calories a day extra by fighting or whatever. So I was like, I'll go to Burger King.
Yeah, why not?
Like, yeah, dude. I got a Burger King gift card for my birthday this year. Val got me a Burger King gift card.
What's your go-to?
I mean, the Whopper is always I think the Whopper is a perfect fast food burger if I'm being 100% honest. Whopper with cheese, no tomato.
Keep going, sorry.
And then if the Angry Whopper is available, I'm going for it. Like, I like when they add like a weird Whopper.
Yeah.
When they're like, check this Whopper out. We put a weird pepper on it.
It's got black buns now.
Yeah, and it's going to turn your green.
That's right.
Because it was A1. That's what they put in the buns.
Oh, is that what they
to
did?
Make it black. Yeah. That was the midnight Whopper or something like that.
It's a present for later.
What's your
the classic chicken sandwich.
The
sub one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do you remember? Oh, so you might be a little too young for this. They launched 3 of those.
They did,
and that's the one that stuck. That was the American version.
Really?
And then, but there was also a French version that was cordon bleu with ham on it.
Oh, I do remember that.
And then they did an Italian one that was like a chicken parm sandwich.
Yeah, but those ones suck. Like all I want is chicken, mayonnaise, and some lettuce, I guess.
I would like a little hot sauce on that.
That
too.
would be
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise and hot sauce is such a great mix.
Yeah.
Like I love that.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I do that a lot where like if I make a burger, I will take a little mayonnaise and then some Frank's Red Hot and I'll stir it together and make a nice little aioli.
Oh, ooh.
Oh, I like that. I like a nice zest. I like a zesty aioli.
Yes.
There it is.
How about ketchup or mustard?
Mix them together. Put a little, you know what? Ketchup and mayonnaise together too. That's why I like the Whopper.
That's fancy.
The Angry Whopper is probably my all-time favorite fast food sandwich.
What did they put on the Angry Whopper?
It was there was like a zesty sauce as well as like a sweet heat sauce.
Oh.
There were deep fried jalapeno slices, onion petals. Oh no, pickled jalapeno slices, onion petals, a pepper jack cheese, the 2 hot sauces, and the patty.
So
and
it just enough heat.
It was a flavorful heat without being. I don't with painful heat.
It sucks.
I like a Louisiana style hot sauce as opposed to like a Tabasco.
Yeah,
where the flavor of Tabasco is hot.
Yeah, it's all it is.
I like a nice zesty hot sauce that's going to give me a kick but not ruin my meal.
Yeah.
When I see these guys that are like, oh my god, I ate this one chip challenge and my face is swollen and I scream when I now. I'm like, no, that doesn't seem fun to me.
No, and
like how much capsaicin do you need in your life?
You ever had pure capsaicin?
No.
I've
never been that guy. I've always liked spicy food, but as soon as you're like, want to do this challenge spice, I'm like, no.
My friend duped me one time. He put it in my ketchup on my burger, and he's like, "Oh, eat this." And I knew something was up because I do that. Like, here, try this.
If someone tells you to eat something, you're like, "What the are you doing?"
But I knew it was hot, and I ate it like a champ right in his face.
Oh, that guy.
I didn't even sweat. I definitely sweated. Like the whole church.
Start vibrating. This is great. I love this.
So good right now.
Yeah. No, I do ironically, like I'm not a big sriracha fan, but I love sriracha mayo.
Oh, well, of course.
Like sriracha is not my go-to hot sauce.
No.
That would be Frank's.
Yeah.
Or what's the Louisiana one with I forget what it's called, but
I think you know what
the glass bottle with the green top or whatever. I like a vinegary hot sauce.
Yeah, okay.
Whereas, it's more of like a paste.
Yeah.
That's a lot of information about hot sauce that y'all got out of us. Verbose minimalist, world's humblest man. Mindfreak555 says if you don't like the Grand Canyon, visit Providence Canyon, a real American canyon. I mean, that's a lot going on there. What's Providence Canyon? Where the hell is that?
Providence, Rhode Island?
You would think so, but I don't know if that's right.
I don't think so, because Rhode Island's literally like 2 feet across.
It's a postage stamp, yeah. Providence Canyon is in Lumpkin, Georgia.
Well, of course it is.
So all you Lumpkin, Georgia fans need to get your asses down to whatever the fucking Providence Canyon is where it was. Good for them.
Lumpkinians.
All you, where's all my Lumpkinians at? Shout out to Ass of Bass. The local man at Gavin _not with 2 T's. Jen, be earnest, enjoy what you love. I fucking love that. That's so sweet. All these dirt bags. And then Jen comes and says, spread love.
Just do it.
Spread love. Nicholas, you're doing great. Fabian. That's what I say at the end of my videos, my workout videos.
Oh.
I always say you're doing great to
Yeah.
encourage people. Gotham City, OSHA. Jeff May convinced me to quit Twitter, and you should quit too because it's awful. I don't even think I need to tell anybody to quit Twitter anymore.
I hate Twitter.
I love it.
Probably because I don't have anybody following me.
Awful. I want to go punch Elon for doing this, for wrecking my spot.
People are like, they just don't realize like everything bad that happens is from Twitter and
Facebook.
And Facebook.
Facebook was actually much worse than Twitter. Yeah.
But I'm just like, you guys know the problem is you guys posting dumb on Twitter. No, do they just have impulse control issues?
Yes. But on top of that, though, I'm actually really embarrassed for the people that were like, I'm leaving Twitter and come see me at Instagram. And I'm like, boy, wait till you find out who owns Instagram. Because if you want to talk about people ruining the world, let me tell you about Zuck and what he's done. This guy.
They're all bad.
I don't care for pie. Oh, God, it feels so good to finally get it out of my chest. Are you a pie fan?
Pumpkin. That's about it.
Pumpkin pie.
Well, it's Halloween.
Well, it's okay. That's more of a Thanksgiving thing, but that's okay.
Yeah. You don't like pie?
I do like pie, actually.
Wait, was that a user?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You think I randomly just said that out of nowhere?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, then he got what he wanted.
A wild card.
I like a pie.
What kind of pie?
I like a nice warm blueberry pie with a scoop of vanilla ice cream on it. I like a chocolate silk pie.
Oh, that's good.
Like I used to be much bigger on the chocolate, like the candy flavored pies, and I've much shifted more in my latter years to the fruit pies.
Really?
I do like those.
I think I'm not there yet.
You know what I love, and I wish I could eat them anymore, but they're just so bad for you. Those Hostess fruit pies.
Oh, it's exactly what was in my brain.
Glazed. Oh, just
remember the Ninja Turtles one?
Oh, with vanilla ice cream and it was all green.
Oh,
yeah, with
best.
Vanilla pudding inside.
It was the best.
Yeah, they came out and coincided with Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze. That's when they released them.
Which one's better? 1 or 2?
1 by far. 2 is not a good movie.
It's not, but I still love it.
Yeah, because of your memories when you were a kid.
Nostalgia. Thanks,
it's a worse movie.
Yeah.
Because Ninja Turtles 1 is a much more mature movie.
Oh, Casey Jones was murdering
people. He murdered so many people.
Murdering people.
Like the fact that Tatsu exists in part 2, I'm like, didn't he take a golf club to the face? He seems okay.
Murdering.
Yeah. Like Casey Jones in the first movie is a psychopath. In that first movie, he like basically murders Tatsu, and then he absolutely murders the Shredder when he falls into the trash thing.
Oh yeah.
And he turns on the compactor. And he's just like, oh, that's a murder.
Like this is a kid's movie.
Yeah. And all the teenagers are like, good job, Casey.
Cowabunga.
And it's like he basically just snuck in and slit this dude's throat in his sleep.
Listen, he's just that guy. You know, you gotta have the cleaner.
Casey Jones, like they did a really good job of making him like a very unhinged person, which I actually appreciate a lot. Jocular, haggard, cantankerous fool. Vortispin. Just boof it.
Just boof it.
And then finally, we have just added, as in he added this when I started recording. I saw that he upped his account. So we're going to shout out, and let me see it. Spencer Saunders.
Good old Spencer.
Yeah. Spence changed it literally as we were starting to record. I saw the notification that he upgraded to this level.
Oh.
So
first timer, huh?
If you went to change that, or he came back.
Oh, okay.
It happens either way.
Welcome back, or congratulations.
Either way, Spence. We love a good Spence.
Got to come up with some different names.
Yeah, right. We're gonna update those. But hey, if you like that, head on over to patreon.com/JeffMay and sign up for that producer tier. There's a couple of slots left on there, and I can do like that where we shoot the over your name. Why not do that? What's your favorite place to go?
Wait, what do you mean?
What's your favorite
theme park?
Theme park, yeah.
Oh, Universal Studios Orlando.
Universal Orlando,
1,000%.
Really?
It's the GOAT.
Is it?
1,000%.
So what do they have that we don't have in California?
There's 2 parks there and a water park. You can take Hogwarts Express from London or from Hogwarts to Diagon Alley. Or from London, I should say, into Hogwarts. So like if you want to take your whole little journey, where you like go into London's station, go on 9 3/4, you walk through that full on thing. So there's a part where it looks like you're walking through the wall, like in the movie. Take the Hogwarts Express to the Hogsmeade to the castle. It's wild. Also, the best marketing scheme ever for Universal Studios. There's 2 parks, and the only way to ride that train is if you have a 2-park pass. So you can't go on that ride unless you're paying more money. That one train paid for the entire expansion.
Really?
6 months.
Jesus Christ.
They nailed it.
Is their Jurassic ride the same?
No, it's the old version.
Oh, Jurassic Park.
But it's Jurassic Park, and it is dilapidated. I have a very funny video where I put that Jurassic Park music that's like, it's like the violin version where it's all dumpy. It's like hee-her, hee-her. And I put with the dilapidated like dinosaurs
It's
and
that
stuff.
bad, huh?
It's real bad.
I wonder why they just let it get bad.
I have no idea. No one else knows either. They think they're gonna update it, but we don't know. There's a big giant hole in it now because of the hurricane, but they're still running it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's wild.
I remember somebody doing a bit about how like the King Kong, there was one guy in charge of like the animatronics of King Kong, and then they were just like, and now it's a screen.
Yep.
And the guy's like, what?
Yeah.
Like just like going extinct.
Yeah. Well, they brought back the big giant Kong. They have one now
in Orlando.
Yeah. So
really?
Here it's not. Yeah.
No.
So we have it's huge out in Orlando.
God, I gotta go.
And you have to go. You've never been?
I try to avoid Florida.
I mean, I get it, but
I went to Universal in 1998 when I was 16.
Okay, so
you want to know why? Check this out. My parents are divorced. My dad, because my brother lived with my dad, I lived with my mother.
Yeah.
My dad, in like 1996 or 97, took my brother to Disney World.
Yeah.
And left me.
Really?
We were next door neighbors. It wasn't like he lived next to us. Like I saw him all the time.
Yeah.
And just like fucking only took my brother to Disney.
Just said nah.
And
how do you feel about that?
It was terrible, man. I mean, it's funny.
This is
like it's objectively funny that happened to me, but I really wish I was like
included.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have been considered like an equal son.
Yeah.
That would have been nice.
But
so my mom took me in 1998 with my brother. So that's when we went to Universal. So it was like Back to the Future was still there.
Yeah. Just the one park too.
Jurassic Park was being built.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Islands of Adventure was being built too, because that opened in '99.
Yeah, I missed all that.
Yeah, you missed out on a good time.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man ride is amazing.
That's the computer
it's like you've been on Transformers, right?
I hate that.
Well,
I get sick on that ride.
You probably won't get sick on this version. It's the version that Transformers was based off of.
Okay.
But this thing wins like best ride of the year all the time.
Really?
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's like because the thing about the Transformers ride is it's so like it's all motion and they like blast you with heat sometimes and like all the stimuli from that one, the main Harry Potter ride that they do where you sit in a pod and it moves you around.
Yeah.
Like I almost get sick every time I go there.
Pretty wild. That ride is pretty intense. Like I don't see how that's a kid's ride because you're like almost upside down, and if you get anything like seasickness or like motion sickness, you're done for. Yeah,
it's one of those things where I have to take Dramamine when I go there. Like I have like a very specific.
Yeah.
Like I've tried to eat all of everything. In the park, except it's hard for me to not eat the chicken and waffle sandwich in Cletus's Chicken Shack.
So good.
It's my favorite thing I've ever eaten in a theme
so
park.
Good.
It's so good.
And it's just as good in Orlando.
Yeah.
It tastes so good.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah. But if you go on that Harry Potter ride, you'll notice that there's air pushing down on you. Like there's little vents. There's a reason. Because people will be less sick.
Yeah. Cool you off.
It's wild.
It's nuts.
But that chicken sandwich is awesome.
I like that. I like the giraffe. I like the Mummy.
Oh, the Mummy in Orlando's better. There's fire and all kinds of crazy stuff going on. They got a Men in Black ride out there. They got the original E.T. still there.
E.T. still there?
Yeah. I make a candle for that too.
God. Yeah, you do make candles too.
That's wild.
Let's talk about that. Why do you make candles? Like, how do you do that?
It was an easy one. Oh, it's so, theme parks. Love theme parks. The stuff was hitting with TikTok. It was also, my main business is a wedding photographer.
Yes.
That's my main.
So you're a photographer, not videographer?
Both. We do both.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my company. We do both. So sometimes we'll do video, sometimes we'll do photos, sometimes we'll have a combo. But, COVID hit and I was like, what do I do now? We were like, I was just trying to come up. I've always been like this weird entrepreneurial mindset.
You get the bag.
Yeah, I got to get it. I used to own a vape juice company, even though I don't vape, but I saw a market for it. And so we did that for a little bit.
Did you make money off it?
FDA came down on everything right when we started the whole entire stuff.
Shit.
So the FDA said, no more flavors. And we're like, we just got this. And so we sold our initial batch. So I think I made like $5,000 off of it or something like that off my initial whatever.
So essentially like a lateral move from all the time you put into it.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't become rich. I didn't lose any money, but I made my money in some. But it wasn't a crazy
something
venture.
that wasn't. It would have been worth it long term.
It would have went gangbusters.
But I will say, at least you're not contributing to something that's not great.
No, but I also like that was the reason I started that. Is like I saw my mom smokes and I hated that, and I'd rather her vape than anything else. But also it's called Spooky Vape, so we're like hitting up the Halloween market. So it looked awesome. We had like killer clouds from outer space instead of killer clowns.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Oh, it was like
that's a brilliant idea.
Oh, we had like Count Vapula and that all kinds of stupid
douchiest thing. I love it so much.
We had really great graphics for it too. Yeah, I found
that's
some
so fun.
dude. Yeah. But so anyways, the TikTok and that kind of stuff was blowing up. And I know Disney park theme parks will eat anything up that's themed towards Disney.
Disney adults will spend a lot of money
on anything.
On
gear. So I started researching and I was like, oh, candles, that can't be hard to make. And I realized that the candle business is like a $3 billion industry.
And you can get all of that money.
I can get it all to me. But there was a company that was already doing this. And I found them and I'm like, oh, this is cool. And then I'm like, there's like only 2 other companies doing this. And they're all on Etsy. And I'm like, this can't be that hard. So I did like 3 months of research. I just kept researching. I spent a butt ton. Well, I didn't spend that much, but I just started doing my own thing,
like
figured it out.
Scents and oils and stuff.
Yeah. So basically I said, well, there's got to be a churro candle. So I wanted to gear it towards Disney because I knew they were going to eat it up.
I just threw out a churro candle because I finished it.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Who was it from?
It was just it was Target.
Oh, was it?
I paid money for it.
Oh, shit. So
yeah,
I basically geared it towards that. I was like, they're going to eat this up. I know they're going to love this nostalgia. Plus, it's like something that you gift somebody. You're like, oh, you can't. I get it all the time. It's always like a gift. Whenever someone, because there's like a little gift option I can have, and they'll write a little message, and it's always, well, I know you can't make it to the parks. Here's the next thing that you can do. Nostalgia, feeling that. It's called Relive the Adventure. That's what.
How's that? Is this being more profitable than the vape juice?
Oh, 1,000%.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Last year was the first big year, and then within November, like the Q4, basically, we did like 10 grand.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Which
who is it? You and a friend?
No,
or?
it's just me.
Just you. So when you said we, you mean you.
I just always say we as in like that's a good business.
Do you make them yourself, or do you
everything?
Okay, so you make it. You melt. Yeah. Is it paraffin wax? Or
this is actually a soy blend.
Okay.
20. It's good. It smells really good. Like this is the one that will literally like fill up the entire room.
And so it's like, what do you just mix oils into
it's so basically what you do is you melt the wax. And then you find the right combo of fragrance oils, and then you just put it in the right time, and boom, there it is. The legwork is figuring out the correct temperature, the time in which fragrance oils, and the percentage of the oil that you put in, and the correct wicks in order to create the best scent.
Yeah. So you gave me a smaller jar candle, like a tin.
Yeah.
It's an 8-ounce candle, and it's wood wicked.
It's a wood wick, so it crackles and it's all
cozy. Is that like? Are those must be much more expensive than a standard candle?
It's a little bit more expensive, but it kind of sets you apart from this generic. I wanted something to crackle. I thought the crackling was cool. I'm like, oh, okay.
It is cool.
So that when you have it sitting there in the dark, it's a little crackle going on instead of this other wicked candle that everyone and their brother has. You know? Yeah. It's going good. It's kind of it could go way better because the market's there.
Yeah, you could be Yankee Candle, but you're not yet. You've only just started this.
Yeah, I started it last year.
And it's on Etsy.
On Etsy, yeah.
So tell me, so tell them where if they want to get it.
Well,
they
can
also
go to adventurecandlecompany.com because I do have my
adventurecandlecompany.com.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I always like wanted something, an adventure, that kind of stuff, and so I do have my website too. But a lot of my sales are from Etsy. Etsy is just a great place to put your stuff, and if you have the right SEO in it, it'll get picked up.
Really?
Yeah. So that the Christmas candle that I gave you. Literally sells like gangbusters right now.
Yeah, how much do they go for a candle?
So that guy usually like on the website it's $19.99, but I'll sell it for $15, $16, and I'll reveal magic. It cost me $2.50.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
So it's $2.50, but it's not counting time and labor, like your time and your labor, which a lot of people I don't think take that into the value. When they look at like the resources used.
And the time that I took, the 6 months of tinkering with everything and that kind of stuff. It took a while to figure out that candle, but once you get it down, then it's easy.
Yeah.
I can batch out 500 candles in a day and be like done.
Damn.
Yeah, but I wish I had those problems. I don't have those problems.
500. But how many do you normally do in it? Is it like you do like 100 candles a day or something?
No, I would have a Lamborghini outside if I was doing that.
Really?
Oh yeah. There are people who do that too.
They just sell like candles,
That's
like
all they do.
Make candles and sell them.
That's all they do.
So, yeah, you do a lot of.
I got a lot. I'd build escape rooms too.
Do you have time to like for hobbies?
Well, those are the things that I do in my business are the things I like to do as hobbies. It's okay. I don't have anything else that I don't do besides pinball.
Yeah, I play pinball.
Yeah, that's it. I used to play guitar, but I kind of fell to the wayside a long time ago.
Yeah, that happens.
You realize you're not good, and you're like, okay.
I think you're supposed to just keep doing it if that's the case, because then you just get better at it. After 10
years, I was like, I still like it. I still can play, but I just feel like everything that was a hobby, I've always turned into how can I make money off of this?
Yeah,
and pay for that hobby.
I gotta get better at that.
It's not hard. I'll teach you.
I should be making more money at what I do, but I'm bad at. I think I undervalue it, and then I also feel like I'm just bad at knowing how to make that money. Money has never been a thing. I grew up very poor.
Yeah,
we grew up like free lunch poor.
Yeah,
and so like money to me has always been something that was just this like ethereal concept.
Yeah,
that was something that like even like winning money on that game show, for example. Like I'm just like, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. Like, do I use my money to make more money? Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
I do need to learn from you more.
Well, luckily, Jeff has cool friends.
Yeah,
Andrew has cool friends, and I'll share the knowledge.
It's tough.
Yeah,
it is. It is one of those things too, especially when you're like, because I work for other, I work for Gamefully Unemployed when I do Tom and Jeff Watch Batman. I work for Unpops when I work with Adam Todd Brown when we do those shows. That technically it's their property and I'm working for them as a co-host, this one being my own. And it's like, it's so much harder.
Oh yeah.
We're like running your own thing and like trying to get that out there. And when you are doing other things and working it out there. And then every time I have free time, I'm like, you're just wasting your time right now.
You get into that mindset too, where you're like, you become your own worst enemy.
Yeah.
Where you literally go, I'm wasting dollars. But then the thing about being self-employed too, as much as you probably know, is that you can be your worst enemy and be like, I'm not doing jack shit today.
Yeah, I think I've been lucky to not.
Yeah,
like I have to force myself to take a day off.
Oh yeah,
off of like I have to force myself to take a day off of like exercise.
Yeah,
to like allow myself to like recoup and also to take time off of just rest.
Yeah.
So of not working and sort of recalibrating. Like it's hard to bring myself out of that thought.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're talking about that, but you seem like you just hustle.
It's always been in my nature.
Yeah.
I guess it always hasn't been, but I think it's something that my dad's self-employed. And I think growing up, I saw that and I said to myself, like, probably trying to make sure that I do right in my dad's eyes.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to do something. And then when I took the route of like Halloween and went out to New England, I think I kind of got like stepped down on. People were just being like someone's bitch, and I just couldn't do that. And,
yeah.
I knew I was always never destined to stay in Wisconsin.
That's when I started working in TV.
Yeah.
And like commercial work and stuff and like getting these jobs when I was 30.
Yeah.
I was getting these PA jobs at 30 and they were like, well, this is how you start so you can move forward. And I was like, I hate this.
Yeah.
And it was like one of those things where like, because I had a pilot for a TV show one time. Oh, cool. And it was one of those things where like the PAs, like all the crew, I was like, I need you guys to know how much I appreciate you. Like, I was like, so like, even though I was quote, the talent, I was like, wanted to make sure that every PA there knew exactly how much I appreciated them. Cause I was like, dude, I've done this job.
Yeah.
And like, I know it's like, there's a lot of twiddling your thumbs and frustration and not enough money. And I was like, I'm so appreciative and happy that you're here. And thank you so much. And they were like, what's going on? Like, I was almost like going too hard about it. I was like, I fucking love you, man.
I love you.
Oh man. Yeah. That was a show that was 3 days away from being shot.
What happened?
NBC Universal backed out. Sci-Fi said yes. And then Universal said no.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
it happens.
Yeah.
I mourned.
Yeah.
I mourned about it for like a month where I was like really like this town. And then a lot of people were like, dude, you're going to get so many more of these.
That happens all the time.
Yeah.
And if you already got there once, you can get there again.
Yeah. And that's the thing. They said, a production company believed in you.
Yeah.
A studio might not have believed in the whole picture, but a production company believed in building a show around you.
That's literally how this town runs.
Yeah. And then, but it did sour me off of that aspect of it. And I'm like, I'm going to do my own thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to work for somebody else. I want to do my own thing. And then, that's obviously like one of those things where it's like, it's probably not helping my career by doing that, but it's all good. I know we got to get going soon. Because for those of you that are listening, we've been going we're over time, but in the best way. So I'm okay with that. We still got bonus content coming.
Oh yeah.
So if we want to follow you, we want to go to @Let'sParkIt on Instagram.
That's right. Yeah.
And on TikTok,
all the same.
It's @Let'sParkIt.
Yeah.
Okay.
And on YouTube.
So you have a YouTube channel as well.
Yeah. So
how many people you got on there?
Oh, I just got my subscribe button, my silver play button.
Oh, so congrats.
So we're at 119,000.
That's awesome. Like, is that like, could you pay all your bills off of posting stuff?
So what's supposed to happen next year in February is the shorts. So basically what's happening is YouTube has shorts. It's like TikTok now.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I were getting the same amount of views on like normal videos, like your long form, as I'm getting on shorts, I would be Lamborghini style.
Damn.
It's that crazy. But I just get like a smaller shorts bonus now, but next year they're gonna start introducing the monetization.
Oh fuck
so
yeah.
I'm hoping and praying that like we keep this momentum going. It won't be that level, but it's gonna be a lot more.
Well, let's throw a couple of thousand or so or more names, depending on how many people listen to this episode.
Let's get it.
Follow Andrew on YouTube. Let's Park It. TikTok, Let's Park It. Instagram @Let'sParkIt.
I'd love that.
And so we got that. We want to get the candles at
Adventure Candle Company.
Adventure Candle Company, and that candle smells good as shit.
Yeah, that's the Christmas. Smells like a fresh cut Christmas tree.
Oh, it smells really good. Yeah,
we just got the ET scent though.
Ooh, smells like a latex demon.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah.
That one's fun. Also, we have like Soren. Like there's Soren scents on the rides and churro and.
Let me tell you something. I legitimately got a Lord of the Rings. So I was like, Sauron.
Oh.
Like I was thinking of like it smells like Christopher Lee in a wig. And I was like, no, that can't be right.
Oh yeah, that's definitely. I got to work on that one.
You got to do that. You got to do Lord of the Rings.
I was just gonna say I need to do nerd stuff.
Second breakfast.
Oh,
it would smell like maple sausage.
I have one. It's called Mickey's Waffles. I already got that done.
Dude, you just reskin it and make a second breakfast.
So I have another brand that I do that's geared towards like Halloween stuff.
Okay.
Called All Hallows Eve candles, and it's all rebranded. I just rebrand. I put it in a black tin instead. That's the thing you could make. That's the thing with candles is you can just use the same scents and gear it towards that and gear it towards that.
Oh my god, that I need a Lord of the Rings like
I'll
a
get you one.
Shire fresh cut grass.
I already have that scent.
See, so you have that scent. You make one called the Shire, and it's just that.
All right, that's your Christmas.
That's
gift.
gonna be. I'm telling you right now, though, that'll be a nice little bump because those
it called?
Huh?
What's the candle company called?
I would say
Middle Earth Candles.
I was gonna something like that.
So that's already taken.
Yeah,
it's gonna be something fantasy, so you can use all the fantasy things.
Yeah.
Star Trek in there, Star Wars, Spaceport. I don't know.
Yeah, we could figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
We don't need to come up with a business decision on a
they're already going to
podcast
steal it right now.
Yeah.
All your listeners are going to steal it.
If you do it, we'll. We have the right of this is publication right here. So if you try to steal this from us, we will sue this out of you.
We'll break your kneecaps.
But I'm telling, that would be so cool. Yeah, I love that. A second breakfast.
Yeah,
it would be a really good one.
It'd be cool.
Man, yeah,
that's
what I'm talking about.
11sies.
Right, 11. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
11. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, we should do that.
That's easy.
It'd be really fun. You could do like an ethereal, like, Soar with the Eagles would be like a summer breeze scent or something like
those.
that. I bet you do.
Got them all.
Oh,
my brain's already like, I'm not even talking to you right now.
I'm like, I don't want to work for anybody. I'm like, but can I also work just coming up with ideas for candles right
That's
now?
That's fine. Easy. Done.
So definitely anything else you want to plug?
No, that's it.
Okay. Follow Andrew Klokow. Buy his candles because they smell delightful. At least
awesome.
this one's. We're gonna get some Lord of the Rings ones
That's
in
right.
there.
They're coming. That's the next episode. Yeah.
Star Wars and Godzilla.
Yeah, the next one will be sponsored by Middle Earth.
You should do a campfire one.
I already got that too.
And that called Mordor.
Yeah, yeah.
The Fires of Mordor.
Ooh, I like where you're
I'm
going
telling
with that.
you.
It's good.
I like that.
I gotta see the market. I gotta look on Etsy.
See the market for Lord of the Rings candles.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking.
Oh, you know what I bet who would go crazy? Those Doctor Who nerds.
Oh yeah.
They are hunting down for
all
Doctor Who,
all the nerds. Harry Potter. I already got I got a butterbeer one. I got a sorting candle one that I'm coming out with too. So when the top is white, but when you melt it, it'll
go to
change
different levels. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna make them all Hufflepuff. No one's gonna know. You nerds. And it's just
Hufflepuffs, and it's a scent of the.
You can do that too, which is crazy. I've always wanted to make those too.
It smells like
it smells like your dreams dying.
Yeah, right. A burning badger. That's
yeah,
what it smells like. Just burnt badger hair at the bottom.
Yeah, or it smells like a homeless
That's
man.
them, right?
Yeah,
Hufflepuff.
Yeah, Hufflepuffs are like
they're badgers.
Yeah, and they're like the.
Do you have a house?
Oh yeah, I'm Gryffindor.
I am too.
Yeah, I feel like
Ariana. So what? Your girlfriend? What does she have?
I think she's Slytherin.
That's what Val is.
Interesting.
Val's a Slytherin.
This explains a lot now.
I think we're just doormats. It was like so funny because I was like, I'm very Gryffindor.
Yeah.
She's very Slytherin.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh man.
All right.
That's probably why they have better jobs than us. I mean, we have like weird fun jobs, like weird fringy dumb jobs.
Yeah.
And they're like, I have like a real job where I pay bills.
And we're like, no, we're doing a podcast in the middle of the day on couches.
Yeah.
What's up?
I talk about Batman.
I make candles and go to theme parks.
If you are listening for free, we will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you so much for listening. And if you want to hear the bonus content, stick around because on the Patreon, that's right, patreon.com/JeffMay, we're going to have a nice little bonus talk after this. But for now, Andrew, say goodbye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for listening and let me join.
Yeah, it was a blast. All right, bye.
Bye.
Hey everyone, our artwork is created by Justin T. Brown, who can be found at Artness by Justin Brown on Instagram, as well as artnessbyjustinbrown.com. That dope music you heard is by Troy Nababon, available at Troy Nababon on Instagram, as well as at troynababon.com. Nababon is spelled Nababon.